So, yeah, as Christina told, I'm Anja. I'm working at Mr. Specs. And at Mr. Specs, we recently decided to buy a new and integrate that into our system landscape. As of today, we are right in the middle of that process, so I want to talk about it a bit. What's a PIM? A PIM means product information management. What we want is a central place for product data. So all the static product data, not stock, but everything else. And Agile provides that data to every other system that we have and works with product data. Why is this hard? Product data is exchanging the product data is actually exchanging the heart of a human body if you work at a web shop. And you have to do that while everything has to keep running smoothly, and it's fucking complex. So yeah, actually we decided not to build all that stuff ourselves. Instead, we decided to buy it and get it from somebody with experience. And we partnered with externals that delivered a working system and adjusted to our needs. The team working on that started end of last year, so it's a recent story I'm telling. At the company, we had workshops all together, what we actually needed. We sat together, we designed stuff, more or less high level, rough data model for product data. Previously, the data lived in various systems, so now we had a lot of knowledge that had to be gathered, and a lot of experts were involved here to find all that stuff. But all those experts are involved and in front of the whiteboard or virtual whiteboard nowadays, but nobody touched code. So if we do this all in theory, will it actually work? Mid of March, we sat together, we said, we want to see if it works, so we want to put it to life. How to do it? We want to work on it, and we want to really see how exactly it's going. So we did a spike team. Spike team in our terminology is a team only existing for 2 weeks and for exactly one purpose. So it's close to an agile iteration, but not exactly the same. And with a dedicated name, it has a dedicated freedom. What's in it? One goal that's motivating a small group of developers, usually from different teams. You might need experts, but please not only experts. And you need a bit of a safe space supported by an agile coach. Very close by. Yes. So what's the goal? We have that puzzle piece called PIM, and we want to see how it integrates out into our world. So 2 connections need to be built. Goal is go live in 2 weeks and see what's on the way. We found quite some problems as expected because the theory didn't fully work. And especially we found one connection that didn't work at all. What to do? Actually, shall we focus on this? Nope, we don't, because we will not finish it. Let's descope. Let's not fix this. But we continued on the other ends because one puzzle piece missing, but the others are fixable. Let's decide things. Let's code missing pieces. You might see it from the picture. Let's find shortcuts. So in the middle of this process, yay, 1 second to breathe. I love slow transitions. There was a question, isn't it too early to code if so many questions are still open? And we answered no, not really, because only by going into it and finding the problems, we find out what the problems are. And to go to get to the go live, we have to solve all this or have compromises. Yes, we had a lot of compromises. Not everything was set up perfectly. Yes, we did shortcuts. You might have seen that on the puzzle pieces. But is it possible? Yes, it's possible in 2 weeks. We were not sure in the beginning if we can do this, but we've made up the puzzle piece in a way that it's working. Actually, it was Friday morning of the last day that we put it to life. Sounds dangerous, but it's live since then without any problem, so all is fine. In the middle of that process, I got a comment from one of our external partners on that, and it was, with other clients, it often takes months to get everything decided. And that was a moment, I took our approach for granted. But not really. Somewhere in the way, between the whiteboard, we jumped from more or less waterfall to more agile, going into iteration, and instead of upfront design, we moved into how to do it together with two teams being on something. So what we did was more or less an agile iteration with a special name. We iterated, we descoped, we adjusted, we did a million spontaneous decisions, and we delivered something. One more thing that I would like to mention why the Agile Manifesto is important to me here, there's one sentence about collaboration over negotiation. And I feel like I have seen this in this project because we decided to just work together with the externals instead of extensive negotiation up front. And for us, this led to a team of 3 developers being able to deliver in 2 weeks. So we just, in big parentheses, did an agile iteration and we went live and the system is working. Thanks for listening.